Hey everybody, I just thought this might be a little simpler to try and get you guys caught up for those of you that are struggling with how to do some of these assignments and how to share them with me. So once you're here on our Haiku page, underneath the Remind app is your slide. Okay, and as you click through, you'll see your activities and your learning targets and your links. Okay, so for this one, I know some of you are a little confused. The first link you're just going to read through, and in these boxes it's a drop down. You're going to pick the correct word that fits best with that sentence, and when you finish you go all the way down, you can click check my answers and it'll tell you which ones you got correct and which ones were incorrect, and then you can choose to try it again or not. This is a video, so I'm not going to click here, but it'll immediately take you to YouTube and you can watch the Amoeba Sisters on biological molecules. And then I think most of you had questions about the review handout, just because you can't edit this document. So what you're going to have to do is create a Google Doc, and you'll put your answers in that Google Doc. And you don't have to make several Google Docs to share with me, just make one. So we can say this is just distance learning week 1, or you can just put biology, whatever you want to do. Alright, and you're in activity 1 if you're working on the Amoeba Sisters. Okay, so on the first page you have 13 different questions. 12. 12 different questions, and they are sayings, and you are trying to decide if the statement is coming from a carb, a lipid, a protein, or a nucleic acid. So number 1 says, I am useful for fast energy, and we know that that is a carb, so you just put a C for carb, and you'll do that all the way through 12. Okay. The second page is a chart, and you're going to try and fill in these charts best you can. So when it says makes me think of, can be original to you, you're just going to put what do you think of when you see or hear the word carb. So for me, I think pasta. 14, what's the monomer of a carbohydrate? So make sure you're watching and listening to that video carefully in case you don't remember. The monomer is a monosaccharide for a carb. And then 15 examples. So they filled in the elements for you here for carbohydrates, and you're just going to give me examples of carbs there. And you're going to do that same thing through 25. Okay? So I'm going to come on down. Alright, and then it says share a Google Doc, rate yourself 1 to 5. So remember, you only have to share 1 with me, because I can just you can continue to edit this and I can continue to look at it and comment back. Alright, so your rating, you're going to put any number 1 through 5, and then just give me why you rated yourself that, and see you know, how you're feeling about this unit. You feel good, or if you think, I struggled, I still need some help. Okay, and then we're going to move on to activity 2. Alright, photosynthesis, respiration, here's your learning targets. Okay, these 2 links are going to take you to a website that gives you an overview of each topic. So it's going to be like a summary, review some vocabulary. There are also videos built in. There are review questions at the very bottom of each of those. So a good indicator of how well you know this material is to look at those 3 questions. If you can answer them, you're good to go. If not, you may want to go back through those topics. Okay, and then it says create a Venn diagram that compares and contrasts photosynthesis to respiration, and then do another one that contrasts and compares aerobic to anaerobic. You don't have to necessarily do a Venn diagram. You can do any kind of comparison chart that you want. So that could be a T-chart, it could be a table, it could be the Venn diagram circles. Okay, so I will quickly try to show you how to do both those in Google Docs. Alright, so for the Venn diagram, which is the 2 circles, you're going to go Insert, Drawing, New. Remember, it's circles, so shapes. circle. There's one, and I'm just going to copy it and paste it to make my other one. Saves just a little bit of time. Then we're going to take the fill and turn it to transparent, so it doesn't have all that blue in there. And you can use your text box. Make a text box here, and you can have all your facts about photosynthesis, and then you draw one here for both, and then here for respiration. When you're finished, save and close, pops it in there. Okay, or you can do a table. So remember, we're comparing and contrasting, so we're going to have 3 different columns, and you can just say like 2 down. Alright, and so this one you would say, let's do the second one here. Say aerobic, respiration, both, anaerobic. And then in these, you can put all the facts you want. So there's 2 different ways that you can do that. I personally think that the box, so again, insert and table, is more simple than trying to do the circles, but it's completely up to you. And again, you're going to rate yourself on how well you think you did, how much content you think that you can remember from these 2 subjects. And then activity 3, homeostasis and transport. Alright, review and practice. So the review is a link that's going to go over what passive transport is. Passive transport practice, I'm just going to go ahead and show you. It's very simple, very user-friendly. You're just clicking through and answering the questions. Okay, and if you choose to go ahead and start with practice first, that's fine. If you see that you're getting quite a few wrong, then I would go back to the review. And again, they're all linked here. And then you've got a video, and you're just going to share how you feel about this topic. So for activity 3, you're not having to create anything in here because you're just doing your practice. But remember, you need to try to be honest with yourself and honest with me. I know the distance learning is a little different, where I'm not walking around looking over your shoulder to see what it is that you're doing and how well you're doing. So be honest with yourself. If you don't feel comfortable in this unit, put a 1. If you get some of it, but still not, you don't think that you could do it all on your own, put a 2. If you're feeling very confident and maybe you only missed like 1 question, put a 4. Okay, if you went through and you got every single question right on your very first try, I'd say you're out of 5. Alright, but be honest with yourself, because lying to yourself isn't going to help you in the long run. Again, I'm not there to go over it with you, so the only way I'm going to know how to help you is if you're honest here. And what I do is usually put a comment that just says, how can I better help you get to a 5. So the only thing that I'm going to insert here after you finish 1 through 3, make sure that you go here and you share it with me, because right now it is only private to you, so you're the only one that can see it. So if you want me to be able to check it, you're going to have to share it. So you can put in my email, which is Thompson V. Okay, and it's popping up right here, Victoria N. Thompson. So that's my email, and picture will show up, and you can hit send, and it'll come directly to my email account, and I can comment in there and see how well you're doing. Okay, and then you'll go back. The very last thing I want you to do is your exit ticket. So you will put your first and your last name here, the activities that you completed. So if you completed all 3, you can just put all. If maybe you only completed 2 and 3, then and skipped 1, then put that here. What's one important thing you learned? You can put anything here about those 3 topics. If there's an activity you did not complete and why. So remember, I said if you only completed 2 and 3, then here you would put that you did not complete activity 1. And if it's because maybe that Amoeba Sisters PDF, you weren't sure how to do it because you couldn't type in there, then you can put that here. 1 and didn't understand how to do the sheet, and then I can help you with that. What can I do to further assist you to be successful with these activities? So, again, please just be honest here. If you don't feel like the content helped you, if you really liked doing one activity over another, one link over another, we're doing the best we can to find you guys links that are short but concise and still get the information that you need. But if there's something else that you need, or maybe a suggestion, whatever it is that would help you to get a 5 in each topic, put that here. If you have any questions or concerns, it does not have to be relative to these activities. So if you need to ask anything, if you're worried about something to deal with a class, or it doesn't have to be about this class. It doesn't have to be about biology. It could be about anything. If you're worried about you're going to have to go stay at your grandma's house for a while and she doesn't have internet, or you're going to this buddy's house, that buddy's house, and one day you've got internet access and then another day you don't, you're concerned about that, let me know here. But it doesn't have to be school related. So if you're worried about anything or have a question about anything, just let me know and you'll hit submit. Again, these answers are only coming to me, so no one else is going to see them, but I do check over these, and I try to answer you guys as quickly as I can. So please, please, please do this exit ticket, okay? If you have any other questions or you want me to go back over something, especially like the activities or how to do those charts, just let me know. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I miss seeing you all, and hopefully I'll see you in May.